In this video, we solve the numerical of heat engine and heat pump. So first we understand the problem statements. A reversible heat engine operates within the high and low temperature limit of 1400 Kelvin and 400 Kelvin respectively. So first we understand by using this figure. So this is the heat engine, and this heat engine is operate between the temperature limit T1 and T2. T1 is 1400 Kelvin, that is the higher temperature. T2 is the lower temperature, it is the 400 Kelvins. And in a heat engine, the Q1 quantity of the heat energy is supplied from the 1400 Kelvin, and the Q2 quantity is rejected to the sink at the 400 Kelvins. And they produce some work done W. The entire output from this engine is utilized to operate a heat pump. Means suppose this heat engine is produce 100 kilowatt of power, it is completely supplied to the heat pump. So here you see this is the heat pump. Okay, so see the complete work done produced by the heat engine is supplied to the heat pump. The pump work on a reverse Carnot cycle, extract the heat from the reservoir at a 300 Kelvin and deliver it to the reservoirs at the 400 Kelvin. Means the heat pump is operate in a between the two reservoir. One is the 400 Kelvins and second one is the 300 Kelvins. Okay, so this is the higher temperature is 400 Kelvin. Okay, so actually this 400 Kelvin is coming in upper part and the 300 Kelvin is coming in these lower parts. Okay, because we draw the source in upper part and sink in these lower parts, but we are also able to draw like this way. Okay, this is the lower temperature in the lower parts, higher temperature in the lower parts of the heat pump and the lower temperature in higher parts, but we need to draw the arrow on a different way. Okay, so this heat pump is extract the heat from the low temperatures and supplied the heat energy to the higher temperatures. Okay, suppose we draw this the 400 Kelvin in here and the 300 in the bottom parts, then arrow is the reverse. Okay, now another data is given. If 100 kilojoule per second of net heat is supplied to the reservoirs at the 400 Kelvin, means 100 kilojoule per second energy is supplied to the one reservoirs, and reservoir is the 400 Kelvins. Okay, so in a 400 Kelvin reservoir you see that is the two heat interaction is there. One is the Q2 and second one is the Q3. Means here Q1 plus Q3 is equal to 100 kilojoule per second is given. Calculate the heat supply by the reservoir at 1400 Kelvin. So here you see this reservoir at the 1400 Kelvin, that means we need to find out the Q1. So we write down this given data. First T1 is given, that is a 1400 Kelvin. T2 and T3 is given 400 Kelvin. T4 is given 300 Kelvins. And the Q1 plus Q3 is given, that is a 100 kilojoule per seconds, and we need to find out this Q1s. Okay, here we written this given data what we already studied. Okay, so first we find out all these parameters of the heat engine one by one. Okay, so first we need to find out this Q1, it is a final parameters. Okay, so we are not able to find it initially, so first we need to find out Q2, W, Q3, Q4s, then we are able to find out these Q1s. Okay, so first we need to find out efficiency and COP from this the temperature limits. Okay, so any combined examples of the heat engine, heat pump, or a heat engine and refrigerator, first we need to find out efficiency and COP. So first we find out this efficiency of the heat engine. It is a T1 minus T2 upon T1. T1 is given 1400 Kelvin, T2 is given 400 Kelvins. Okay, so we find out that is a 0.714. We also know the other equations of the efficiency. It is the output upon input. Output of the heat engine is work done, input is the Q1. Okay, so it is a W upon Q1s. So we convert this equation in the form of the work done W. So W is equal to efficiency into Q1. Okay, so efficiency we find out it is a 0.714. Q1 is unknown, we are not able to find out because we have the two unknown parameters. So here work done is unknown and the Q1 is also unknowns. So we take this is the final equation, that is the W is equal to 0.714 Q1s. Okay, then we find out the Q2. So Q2 is find out from these equations of the work done, that is the work done W is equal to Q1 minus Q2. Okay, so we putting this value of work done. So here we convert this equation in a form of the Q2. So Q2 is equal to Q1 minus W. This Q2 is go on the left side and work done is coming on the right side, so it is written as the Q1 minus W. So it is the Q1 is as it is because we are not know what is the Q1. Okay, W is equal to 0.714 Q1. So we putting this value of the W here and we get this answer. Q2 is equal to 0.286 Q1s. Okay, so we are putting as it is. Okay, so here one additional parameter is given, so Q2 plus Q3 is equal to 100 kilojoules. So by using these parameters we are able to find out the Q1s. Okay, so we are putting this value of the Q2 in these equations. Okay, same way we find out the Q3 from these relations of the heat pump. Okay, so here these all the parameters of the engine are find out. So this W is find out. Okay, Q2 is find out, Q1 are not able to find out. Okay, now we need to move towards the heat pump. So first we find out the COP of the reversible refrigerator. So equations of the COP of heat pump is the higher temperature divided by higher temperature minus lower temperature, because the heat pump is used for the heating purpose. So higher temperature is our output. Okay, so it is the T1 divided by, sorry, not T1, T3 divided by T3 minus T4. Suppose here refrigerator is that and the lower temperature is coming in his upper parts. Okay, so T3 is given, that is a 400 Kelvin, T4 is given 300 Kelvin. So we putting it is equation and we get the answer. COP of the heat pump is equal to 4. We also know the other equations of the COP, that is the output of one input. Now what is the output of the heat pump? That is the heat energy. Okay, so here two heat energy is that Q3 and Q4. So which are considered as the output? So heat interaction with the higher temperature is considered as the output for the heat pump. Suppose refrigerator is there, then the heat interaction with the lower temperature is considered as the output. Okay, so here 400 is the higher, means Q3 is our output divided by work done supplied to the heat pump, that is our input. Okay, now we putting this value in this equation. So Q3 is equal to W, means work done, into COP of the heat pump. Okay, so we know these equations of the work done here in a heat engine, that is a work done is 0.714 Q1s into 4, means COP here we find out it is the 4. Okay, so we get this answer, Q3 is equal to 2.856 Q1s. Now here we know the value of the Q2 with respect to the Q1. Here we know the value of the Q3 with respect to the Q1. Okay, so we putting this value of Q2 and the Q3 in this equation, that is a Q2 plus Q3 is equal to 100 kilojoule per seconds. Okay, so we putting the Q2, that is a 0.286 Q1 plus Q3, it is a 2.856 Q1 is equal to 100. We do the summation of these two value and then do the further simplification, then we are able to find out the Q1. So Q1 is equal to 1.82 kilojoule per seconds. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned something, then like the video and subscribe my channels for watching the more video related to engineering, thermodynamics and other subject of the mechanical engineerings. For the engineering thermodynamics, various link is provided in descriptions as well as in a card. Card means on a top right screen of your mobile or laptop you see the I symbols.